The principles of the Buddha that Buddha taught are my principles, which is love, compassion, peace. I have a lot of illness now. I think I'm still alive today because I am a very strong person. I'm a survivor.
I was about 18 years old or so, and all of a sudden I saw Mary here coming in. I don't know what happened, I just got a liking to her. I've been with her for many years now. With the help of God and all, we'll keep taking care of her for as long as my health's good and I can do it.
We take care of individuals in a setting that they want to be in, which is their home.
Just being able to stay in the home and the environment, the community where you've grown up and where your friends are and maybe where you've gone to church, and having people be able to come and visit makes a big difference.
I'm Joe Twardy. I'm the president and CEO of the Visiting Nurse Service of Schenectady and Saratoga counties.
I'm Michelle Mazzacco, and I'm the director of the Eddie's Visiting Nurse Association.
We have a very dedicated group of individuals. Visiting Nurse Service has been doing this for over 92 years. I have individuals who work for this organization. I've been here for 40 plus years, nurses who have been here for 40 years, working to provide home care.
It is the epitome of our mission, which is to keep people independent and in the community as long as possible. And patients can be young, in their 30s or 40s, with multiple sclerosis or HIV and AIDS. They could be in their 50s and 60s after having a stroke, but what they all have in common is that they otherwise would need to live in a nursing home to get the care they need.
Having home care has kept me and keeps me out of the hospital, where no one wants to be. To me, it's like having angels overlook.
Carmella's great. Prior to coming to the VNS and prior to us kind of stepping in and assisting, she was having multiple hospitalizations. We started to look at it and say, what could we do in the community to keep Carmella from having these adverse events and ending up back in the hospital? At the core of this program is care management. So care management is what our nurses do best. They go out, they are care coordinators. The nurses, the therapists, the aides on our staff, many of them have been here for over 20 years, caring for this community. They're the neighbors of the patients. They love what they do, and they love their patients at the end of the day.
They've all been wonderful, but Katie, who's now my nurse and my case manager, she is a wonderful girl. It's just as if she's one of my own daughters.
We're standing outside the home of Mary, one of our patients since last summer. And Mary is with us because she had a stroke about 4 years ago. She has a nurse that comes into her home once a week. She has a physical therapist and an occupational therapist who come into the home once a week.
My name is Joyce. I'm a nurse with Eddie. I'm an RN. As a case manager, I manage Mary. Mary is able to stay at home with her family in an environment that she's happy in and with the lifestyle that she chooses. She is able to be around her family all the time, and they participate in her care.
And in, there you go. Eddie showed us how to get her up and everything, how we pick her up from not hurting her, and then how to transfer her over in the bed and all.
She receives a whole package of services for her needs, but what really makes the difference is that she has wonderfully supportive caregivers here, her husband and his brother.
When she was in the hospital many a time, I didn't even go to sleep because I worried about her so much. If I had to put her in a nursing home, I would blame myself. I would probably say, after all these years, look at what I did to her.
Means a lot, really does. Really means a lot. Because like I said, I would have no place to live if I didn't have them two. Really means a lot to me. I'm really happy here. I almost cried, I'm sorry, can't help it.
With all the support that I'm getting now, will eventually help me to regain my health as much as I can. And I know the day will come when I can let them go because I'll be better.
Half of the stuff that the Eddie showed us to do, we would have never knew. 3.
We receive letters and calls from patients on a routine basis telling us how this program made a difference for their loved one and for them to be able to keep them at home. Truly heartfelt, and for us, it is the reason that we do what we do.
The VNS is really so much more than any one thing. It's actually so much more than any one provider. It's part of being a community. Studies have shown that the vast, overwhelming majority of individuals want to age in place. They want to age in their community.
I hope it's when I'm in my 70s or 80s, I can still take care of her in a way.
And there'll be the tendency for people to say the long-term home health care program should be cut. That would be a great mistake. And the reason is because it would limit the ability of this program to serve people, and you'd be forcing them into higher paying systems, which would be counterproductive to the state.
If I didn't have the home care that I get, I would probably be in a hospital a lot more.
If I were a family member of a patient in this program, I'd be contacting my state legislator today. I'd be writing letters to the governor's office. I'd be writing letters to the health department telling them that they should look at enhancing this program and not cutting it.
It's allowing me to be at home and get great care. That's what's important. I'm getting great care at home.